Okay. Showing up a little late, but that's mostly because of Penny. All right. All right, we can start recording because a lot of my stuff doesn't really matter. A lot of this is just gonna get edited out anyways. Just a quick review for everybody joining us. I got everybody up to level 30. I even got Firo up to level 30 because once we actually get to fighting Erica, I'm probably gonna swap out Primeape for Firo. Also, I don't know what the level cap is. I don't think it's 30. I'm also probably going to leave all of, what is this, Route 12 for training later. Because I think, like, normally, like, when I would play this normally, I would do those fights, before heading towards... Okay, that's gonna do it much better. Before heading towards Erica, but I feel like this is probably, like, the best time to do it. Come on, burn. Come on, burn. Burn. Good enough. Alright, we're gonna switch to Nidoking, mainly because Charmeleon is looking a little rough already. Boom. That's what we like to see. I'm also wondering, because I think you have to go through Game Corner and whatnot before... Or wait, couldn't we go... well, I guess we'll see. So depending on how we have to do things. Double battle. I guess out of everybody here, I'd want these. These two are going to be like some of my best options for Erica, because a lot of grass types in this gen are part poison, so that kind of makes him useless. At least here, if I can learn a like normal move or something, that'd be solid. But pretty much everyone else here, other than actually, you know what? Give me War Turtle, because I think, and I could be wrong, I think I should be able to learn or teach a Ice Beam. You know what? Okay, I wasn't actually expecting to... Alright, you know that works. Ember, water. Right, good enough for me. Okay, I feel like the group of 4 here is up a little bit higher than usual. Because I feel like they're supposed to be like down on the path. But maybe I'm just kind of like misremembering it because there's usually not this patch of berries here. Which maybe it would be a good idea to use at least some berries for the Erica fight. Right, as long as you don't poison me, I don't care. I'm not gonna lie, I would have just assumed you were already following. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the party. Also, don't feel bad for not following earlier, because I can't tell you how many times I've already thought that I followed somebody, and then I found out that I hadn't, and I felt bad about it. It's just a normal thing. Ooh, what is that? What's that email? If it'll let me look at it. Okay, can't... Is that supposed to be an onion, or is that supposed to be like the phases of the moon? It's okay, that's definitely not a hugging emoji. Alright, okay, let's go to window gaming. But all right. But yeah, it's just like a weird circle. Let me just like zoom in. Okay. Do that. Where are you at? Display capture. But yeah, it's like for some reason computer. Weird circles. Yeah. Alright, now it's back to normal. It's on the phone. But yeah, I was like, it's like I don't feel like that's supposed to be what what you meant it to be. But how you been, Pona? How is your Friday? I hope you've had a decent week. I hope you're ready for the weekend. I know I certainly am. So much work? Fair. Very fair. I know that feeling to an extent. Going to combust, also fair. Also very fair. Well, luckily the weekend is here. Hopefully that'll give you enough of a cooldown period so you don't actually end up combusting. Need a random meal. If I remember correctly, you were playing more Minecraft yesterday? How'd that end up going? What kind of shenanigans did you get into? Okay. I was going to say, like, 21 health going up against the coughing there. Kind of dangerous, not going to lie. Went between Marvel and Minecraft. Ooh, okay. Built and adventured. But that's the greatest part of Minecraft, though. It's just like, I mean, me personally, like one of the first things I do is I set up like a square house or like a base underground real quick, and then I dig to bedrock, and then come up. What is it? Like up to like level 16 or something like that, because that's where diamonds spawn most often. And then I kind of just like go nuts from there, and I love mining. Kind of into gaming funk. Ooh, that's never any fun. I hate getting to that point. It's never fun. Just trying to find that like right thing, and nothing ever seems to scratch that itch. That's never fun. And it's probably one of the, like, at least, for me, when I get to that point, it's like, it's never one of those things where it's like, I don't necessarily, like, nothing sounds good to play, right? It's never just like, oh, it's like, I'm not sure what I want to play and all that. It's just never quite what you want it to be. Ayo, Moondrop, how's it going? How is your Friday? I myself, I'm doing all right. Yesterday was an incredibly busy day, so I did a little bit less than what I usually would. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go around. Yeah, I was gonna say Charmeleon's not gonna make it anyways. But luckily, so far it seems like today's gonna be much more chill, and I'm excited to get back to more Radical Red retro achievements. Because I'm really excited to go through this. I'm really excited to get all the achievements eventually and put together essentially a guide / how I did it video. Because let's be real, like for the most part, this is going to be pretty straightforward. The only couple of things that are probably going to throw some people off are cutting the 30 trees. Because you can't just cut all the trees. You can't cut a tree over and over again. They despawn forever, so you have to actually find 30 trees. So I'm trying to, be mindful of where everything's at. And then probably just some, like, general tips of, like, okay, when you go up against this gym leader, it's like, try to, have this kind of setup, this, that, and the other thing, right? Anyway, it's gonna be easy. Doing good. Continuing my fighting only after winning my shield Nuzlocke on 3rd attempt and my bug only. Ooh, fun. Very fun. I bet fighting only would be a lot of fun. Because there's so many different like options that you could really do with fighting. So with I didn't realize I got poisoned. With the fighting, are you limiting yourself to Pokemon that only like start with fighting, or like could you go pick up the Ralts and get it to Gallade and then use it, but you don't like specifically use the Ralts like for battles or anything like that until you get it to the Gallade? I'm just fighting Hops, Rillaboom, and Dynamax. Ooh. I don't care what anyone says. I feel like Hop is a solid rival. I don't know why people disliked Hop so much. I personally enjoyed Hop. I felt like he was a rather realistic, just a realistic character overall. It's hard to I wouldn't specifically know because I'm an only child, but it's definitely hard for someone to be the younger sibling of someone who's just great, right? Trying to like live up to your like literally the greatest Pokemon trainer of like ever's like standards, right? It's got to be hard, and that really like weighs on Hop, and it gives him depth to his character. I can get Ralts into Gallade, but I don't know where Ralts is, and I won't use Gallade. Interesting. Okay. Honestly, it's been so long since I played Sword and Shield, I probably couldn't tell you where to even go for Ralts off at the top of my head. But honestly, Gallade's pretty solid. Plus, then you get the Psychic on the side. I feel like Psychic fighting's a solid combo. Well, with that being said, who's on your team? Oh, thank God. Somehow my Toxicroak lived, and ooh. I mean, 3 HP in a dream. I'll take that. Golly. But yeah, Toxicroak, solid choice. Definitely one that you want to have on your team for sure. I've always liked Toxicroak. That's just a solid design. Poison fighting's just a fun combination. I mean, granted, 4 times weak to Psychic kind of sucks, but I mean, there's plenty of great Pokemon out there that have 4 times weaknesses, so who cares? Alright, is this lady gonna give me the watering can? Because she's usually not here. I mean, also, you know, these berries aren't usually here either. Berries look sad when they aren't watered. Let's water them across the entire region. There it is, called it. Saw that coming a mile away. I don't know how you could even possibly miss that. Alright. I can't imagine there's anything special here. Everything in here should generally... Ooh, wait. No, because we were originally going to trade the Abra for a Mr. Mime, but we found one in the wild. We didn't need to trade for it. We'll just see what spawns here, but I'm pretty certain it's going to be the same stuff. Anyways, my other teammates are 2 Hitmontops. Okay. Toxicroak, Hitmonchan, Hawlucha, Pangoro. Honestly, solid team. Don't know if I'd personally go with 2 Hitmontops, but honestly, Hitmontop is my favorite. Porygon! Alright, one more. Cool, we don't have to spend a lot of money at the game. Oh, you bum. Little scratch. Okay, good. I've always liked the design of Hawlucha, but I never got into actually using Hawlucha. I was always just so sad that it was a single evolution. Fine. Great Ball, go. Alright, we're gonna paralyze it. Not my fault, 3 Tyrogues became 2 Hitmontons. I mean, technically, there is a way for you to get everything set up to make sure you force it to do what you want it to do. I mean, yeah, if you're just trying to, like, just let it all vibe out, yeah, it's like, it's just kind of where the EVs, land, but I definitely remember in, like, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, specifically just working on, getting the stats just right, so that way you could, do the thing. Alright, will they force me to have a space open for the EV? I can't imagine, right? Alright, we'll check over here a couple more times just to see if anything else pops up, but I think... But I'm assuming we're pretty much at the point. Also, it's 31 the cap, I should probably... Well, I'm not Growlithe. Too lazy for Hitmonlee. You know what? That's fair enough. I don't blame you. Plus, let's be real, a triple kick's a solid move. Okay, so 31 is cap. Alright, so we're pretty much just at that point of we don't need to put anyone else in front. You know what? If we can at least get Primeape up to 31, we could probably just swap in Fearow afterwards, so that way we can be ready for Erica. Alright, I'm gonna say we probably found everything. I wonder if Porygon was a spawn that could have happened in that one tall grass in between Lavender and here. Because if so, I got insanely weird RNG and never running into Porygon back there, because I was in that grass for so long. Like, I think I even ran into like 2 or 3 Chanseys there when I was training off stream. Alright, I'm gonna say that's probably all good. Alright, I can't remember, but I feel like there's an item in here. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the other side where it's like the down. I was gonna say there's an item hidden back here. Free ether, we like that. Alright, let's go and get the Eevee. I mean, I already got a full team. I'm already in the end game part. It's like, yeah, if you're already that deep, there's no point in getting Hitmonlee. It's not gonna do you any good. Alright. There you go. There's Eevee. We're not gonna nickname it. Cool. And achievement pop. Achievement pop. Is it really delayed? Pretty certain there's an... Okay, do I have to put it in my team? Is that the rub? Okay, Eevee. Talk to the Eevee. Okay, let's take a look, because I'm pretty certain there was an achievement for getting an Eevee. Got the watering can. That's all the fighting. Giovanni, Lorelei, Bruno. Egg the Lance, rival. Cut 30 trees, power items, catch Mew. Huh. There's nothing. I could have sworn there was an achievement for getting Eevee. Huh. Right, whatever. I guess one thing I could technically do is I could turn Eevee into a Flareon just to help out with, Erica, but I think I'm good on that. I think between Charmeleon and my Fearow, I think I should be good enough. Though I wish Fearow would learn Drill Peck. Alright, let's talk to people so that way I don't forget about them. Because you never know what they're going to say. Ayo, Dark Hunter, how's it going? How is your Friday? How you been feeling? Everything's still on the upward trend? IDK. Okay, well, I guess my first response to that is at least you're not feeling bad. Because, I mean, if you're not quite sure how you're feeling, you're at least not feeling bad. For you, oh, for you, you're, okay, good. Alright, we got the tea, which for the, like, it's been so, like, at one point it was so long that I haven't played through Fire Red and Leaf Green, I forgot that you have to talk to her to get the tea to then, give to the guards to finally make it through to Saffron and all that. Alright, did you change any of these guys? Okay. Programmer. Just dealing with family things, that's never any fun. That is never any fun. And family is always such a, like, touchy thing at the end of the day. Come Monday, gonna have a sit down with whoever's here and have a nice chat. Sometimes it just gotta be that way. Alright, not worried about any of that. Ooh, probably should go pick up Fly, because at worst, Fearow learns Fly, and then we can, actually have it at least have a second move. Get it, good effort. Alright, can't wait to get back to work in a few weeks. Yeah, I get that. I get that. If losing out on, you know, being able to, you know, work when, especially when you're used to it, it can be rough. Can't wait to get back. Okay, I read that. The end game point I'm at is where you meet Pierce outside of the hotel thing looking at. Ah, okay, gotcha. Let's see. We'll brick break you, and we'll follow up with water gun just in case. Brick break, water gun. Alright, solid. Alright, what all is going to be here? Alright, we definitely want the Doduo. We're going to hope that it doesn't have any good flying moves on it. Perfect. Doduo would also be a decent thing to add to the team. We'll see. Okay, Karate Chop too strong, but we can at least scratch it and weaken it. Alright, scratch. We'll go for another scratch. Bag. Get the ball, please. Alright, I'm gonna try one more, and then if I need to, I'll... Okay. Alright. Just don't do anything stupid, Raticate. Perfect. And this is why I love having the Thunder Wave. If I could switch it to Nuzzle so that way I could also, you know, get some damage coming in, that'd be perfect. But obviously, can't always get what you want. And I don't think Nuzzle wasn't a thing until, what, at least Gen 4 or 5? To be honest, I don't even remember when it first showed up, but Nuzzle is just so good. Do a tiny bit of damage and get a guaranteed paralyzed. Just great move. In Sword and Shield, I kept Nuzzle on my toxicity for the longest time. You know, I don't need your help. Alright. Alright, catching the Pidgeotto will be helpful for filling out the Pokedex, because that's one less thing that we have to level up. So that'll be nice. More things we can catch, the better off we'll be. I'm also going to assume that we've probably found just about anything and everything that we could even want. I think I might finish off training up Primeape here, just to get him to 31 so I can add Fearow to the team. Because honestly, I might just go straight to Erica after exploring the city. Alright, talk to all them. Before we go to the game corner, we gotta go talk to the guys at the restaurant? I think that's what the place is. I think it's a restaurant. The one guy gives you the coin bag or coin case or whatever. Alright, move. We'll put Primeape there, just so we know he's like there and out of the way. Alright. Also, while I'm thinking about it, teach Fly to Fearow, so that way they'll actually have a solid flying move rather than just Peck. Oh yeah, I should probably teach Water Pulse to War Turtle, right? That'd probably be a smart call. Alright, let's check out everything in here, because you never know what has changed. Alright, bye. Roar, Hyper Beam, Dig. Dig's honestly solid, but you don't delay for that. Brick Break would be nice, but again, don't really need it for now. Alright, what about you? Great Balls. Alright, let's buy at least 40 of these. Everything else doesn't really matter. Yep, original trainer. Oh yeah, that to teach you about trading Pokemon, evolves them. What do you have? Pokédoll. Oh yeah, this is where we can get this different stone. Ooh, and we can buy moonstones here too. Alright. Light Ball. What does Light Ball do? Is Light Ball needed to evolve something? Because we know Upgrade is for Porygon. We know Metal Coat's for Steelix and well, alright, well let's... I don't want to necessarily start spending all my money yet. You know what? I'll hold off on buying these, but we know they're here. We know they're here when we need them. Which, floor 4. Well, we will try to remember that so we can just come here quicker. Yeah, okay, this is the place that I don't really care about because it's all of the X attacks and all the vitamins, right? Yeah, so... Marty thinks I need help when my Hitmontop has close combat and in front of it. Yeah, right. Light ball boost moves. Ah, okay. Ooh, okay. So, you know what? Yeah, because I'm probably not gonna have Pikachu grab anything else. Wait, no, I was right. I was right the first time. I should have read the whole thing. So I might as well just give that to Pikachu right off the bat, right? Because we're probably not going to have Pikachu hold anything else. And for this run, we're not evolving Pikachu, but we are 100% evolving Pikachu for our Nuzlocke runs. Because we're going to want to try and one-shot more often than not. Alright, and then we buy one of each drink. And a lemonade. Fresh water. 16. Light screen, we don't care about that. Team 20. Safeguard, nobody cares about that. 13. And then I guess for, yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Focus punch, water. Okay, so I could get more water pulses. Rain dance, frustration, solar beam. Ooh, thunderbolt. Though Pikachu already knows thunderbolt, so that's a little late. You know, give me flamethrower. Alright, if I can have flamethrower, since we're fire blast. I don't know if I don't think I already have aerial ace, so I'll buy aerial ace. Steel wings. Really, no ice beam. That's kind of hilarious. You got flamethrower and thunderbolt. No ice beam. Ice beam would have been really okay. On the off chance. Okay, so those two are under repair. I wonder if they'll stop being under repair. Like after I beat more gyms or something. Because I'm pretty sure that's new. I was wondering why close combat on my Hitmontop wasn't at 0, and I forgot that I used one close combat on my... okay. I'll do it. It's funny, we get to say dance Pokemon, and I have a Hitmontop. Alright, bag. No, yeah, because we want to... Medicine, Pokeballs, key items. Alright, so we're going to teach Flamethrower to Charmeleon just so he has it, and we're going to get rid of Growl. That's going to make things a lot easier. I'm tempted to... Okay, so I did have an Aerial Ace already. Alright, so I'll teach Aerial Ace that we bought to Fearow, so that way we don't have to do a 2-turn move. We'll get rid of Fury Attack. And then once Charizard evolves, seeing as how we won't actually have to teach it Fly, we could teach it Aerial Ace, so that way it has a solid flying move. That'll be, you know, Stab. Because yeah, it just does that. It's just a solid animation that I think they started in Pokemon Stadium and they just never went away from it because it was just that good. What am I meant to do? Silph-Co. Yep. Alright. Gotta make sure you cut the trees so you can't forget this one up here. Obviously the one down towards Erica. So you're never going to miss this one. You might miss the one up there. And I think that's the only other two that are here, right? Yeah, I think those are the only two that are here. Put it all at the slots. Don't punch me, I'm a child. You. Coin case. All right, now we can load up on coins. Basement hidden under the game corner. I already knew that. Munch. Alright. Nothing's happening, but that's fine. I don't really care. Also, Marnie did her cheering again when I was in front of Steelix, even though one close combat. Yeah, I was going to say... Close combat against a Steelix, it's 4 times damage. I don't care how much defense Steelix probably has. It's not going to survive it unless it has Sturdy. Alright, nothing else here. Alright, nobody cares about any of that. I think we talked to everybody. Everybody give me a few moments. I gotta go blow my nose, but I will be right back. Get dingle hopped. Yeah, get dingle hopped, nerd. Okay, well, he's dead.
Hey! Got a trophy for it. That's the only reason why I kept doing this, because I was figuring there was a trophy for beating the high score.
Okay. Alright. Pretty much, I don't remember where they all are, but it's good to go up and down and... Yeah, pretty much just, I think it's pretty much just along the lines itself. And then you also want to, it's like you want to talk to each of the people, because they can, I they can give you more coins. And I can't imagine Jaizu did anything to change like the odds on anything. If I remember correctly, I think it's like the very bottom left, or like second to bottom left. I think it's like one of these two like has the best odds of paying out. Okay, so 500 coins for $10,000, which, you know, whatever. You're back? Welcome back. So we're definitely not paying that money. I can tell you that right now. Oh, I think we get ice. Do we get ice beam from here? If we get ice beam from here, I might have to do some buying of stuff or anything like that. Miracle Seed, Charcoal, Mystic Water, all would be good things to have. Abra we have, Vulpix we have, Wigglytuff we can get, Scyther and Pinsir we've yet to run into, but I think they also technically spawn in the, whatchamacallit, Safari Zone, so I'm not worried about those, and we already caught a Porygon. one, so we save ourselves a lot of trouble there. Oh wait, no Dratini? Interesting. Huh. Alright. I don't know the TMs off the top of my head. I kind of wish they would have them listed here, but okay. Alright. TM 13. Okay, but what does it teach? Bumblebee's like, it teaches a move. Alright, let me just not use Bulbapedia. Okay, so okay, so 13 is Ice Beam. Okay, so I'm not crazy. So Ice Beam 13 is really good. All right. TM 23. '23 is Dragon Rage. Okay, nope. '24 is Thunderbolt, which again we already know, so that's not a big deal. Shadow Ball. Ooh, Shadow Ball would be really good. So 13, 30, 35. Metronome. All right. So 13 and 30 is 8,500. Which would be way too many. Way too many. Maybe we can try some gambling. Maybe we can get lucky. Ayo, Charmeleon, how's it going? How is your Friday? Alright, let me just double check. Let's see. Alright, Pokemon Gym. Kanto game. Winner best machine. In Kanto's Helen, there's a cover. Some traders suggest that certain machines near the entrance or specific rows might offer slightly better. Okay, so I'm good. Alright. Take a slot machine, bet 3 coins to increase pattern of winning. First of 2 sevens are easy to align, which we're not trying to align anything. But that's not what I'm trying to do. Wait, is it? Okay. Fire-led Leaf Green, okay. The most common answer is the one to the far left directly below the woman. I've never seen proof. Commenting from the future, I read this. It's like, went to that seat, hit jackpot, first spin, so it seems to be some merit to this. Okay, so, alright, we'll at least try it. If I need to, buy money, buy coins or whatever, I'm going to just do that. Doing good? Nice. I'm doing alright. I can't complain too much. Let's see. Nice, we got our Psyducks. Let's see. Hold on. I got a phone call. Let me just see what this is. I just wanted to give you a ring. I did. Alright, so unless the thing is wrong, it's like, why are you calling me if you didn't even get an update? Alright, I'll worry about you later. So close. Alright, we're hitting plenty of cherries, so... Okay. Got triple magnemite. Ooh, got close there. Oh, we're like a half second more. It's teasing me with those sevens. Alright, I think we'll go until we hit under 100 coins. If we get to under 100 coins, then we'll say screw it. Three Pikachus, alright. Solid 15 gain there. Alright, we're back. We're pretty much back up to where we started. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I thought... It keeps teasing me with those sevens. Ooh, almost got triple shelter. Okay. Double cherry's not bad. Almost got triple rockets. Getting the corner cherries is like really just like jackpot. Oh. At least I'm pretty sure all sevens are the jackpot. Unfortunately, hitting that only puts us up to gets us an extra 300. All right, if we make it below 400 now. But yeah, trying to hit what is it, 4,000 coins? That feels ridiculous. Real quick, what are the... Yeah, no, like you literally the best you can do is 7. So the best you can do is 300, which feels bad. Especially when you're trying to all right. If we don't win here, we're out. Okay, we're out. Fair enough. All right, we at least made some coin. That's the big thing. We'll worry about Ice Beam and Shadow Ball later. All right, let's let Firo do some work. Let's just put Aerial Ace out front. I think Firo's going to be a bit of a menace here, to be honest. It's going to be faster. It has super high attack. It's going to be stab super effective. It's never going to miss an Aerial Ace. Alright, now Firo's at level cap. Alright, and you're going to want to cut all of the trees in here as well, because that'll be something that some people might, like, if they're not thinking about the, whatchamacallit, the achievement itself, they may forget to actually cut these trees down. Yeah, turning up the battle speed to 6 times is just so nice. Alright. I will take the time to heal up just so I have the full PP of Aerial Ace. Because I'm assuming Erica's Pokemon, it's like one of them's probably gonna survive an Aerial Ace, right? Or maybe they'll have like something like an Effect Spore, which, you know, makes it so I don't go first. But with Charmeleon being as a solid backup, I'm going to say that I think we should be alright. Oh, these came back. Interesting. So maybe this is how you can farm cutting trees. Because if these keep coming back... Huh, okay, well that's good to know. I would have assumed that those... I probably should have saved. Eh, whatever. We're probably gonna be fine. Alright, Tangela comes out. We hit Aerial Ace. As I kind of figured, Tangela was probably going to be strong enough to tank. Victory Bell, solid Pokemon. Once again, able to tank, but they're trying to do setup moves, which is not working for them. Alright, not a big surprise. We'll deal with the poison, because, you know, just 2 of those. Alright, and then Vileplume, realistically going to take a couple shots. Sludge Bomb. Yeah, I was going to say, Sludge Bomb probably kills there. Which is fine, because then we hit Flamethrower. GG's. Okay, Erica, easy. There's some more achievements. Up to level 50. And oh, so she's strength. Interesting. So she's strength. Giga Drain would be really good. Okay, so if she's strength, Koga's surf, right? So is Saffron really fly? Oh no, okay, maybe I just read that wrong because I was just speeding through. Okay, well, we can fly. That's all that matters. All right. But yeah, kind of figured that Firo was going to be rather solid for that fight. Definitely, if possible, if I can have a Firo for the Nuzlocke, Firo would go pretty hard. That being said, Firo, we're going to swap you out for Primeape. Not because I don't like you or anything, but mostly because we don't necessarily need you for anything upcoming. Alright, alright, I think it's on to the game corner. I think we can finally do these shenanigans, which will work out because I don't think there's like any specific order that you have to do this in. I think you can what? There's no secret behind this pulse or anything like that. And where's my partner Annie? He was supposed to come trade places with me, but he's been Lavender Town? Okay, am I missing something, or do I... Oh, right. We never did the rival fight in Lavender. Right, because... Okay, let's come through here real quick. Alright, cool. So that way we can just run through here real quick. We can now have this place as a fly spot for when we need it. Anything in here? No. Alright, so let's go talk to what's-his-face down here so we can get Psychic. I don't know who we'd even consider putting Psychic on, but it's... But Psychic's just a solid move in general. It's going to be good to have in our back pocket. Maybe we train up our Abra, or... Maybe we just go straight into Mr. Mime. Maybe we give Mr. Mime Psychic. So that way we can just have something really solid for Koga. Actually, I don't think... Who are you? Do you believe in ghosts? Yes. Really? So there are... Okay, whatever. And of course I believe in ghosts. They're ghost Pokemon. Nothing down here. Hey, chat. Okay, hey, Rossnell, what brings you here? Is your Pokemon dead? It's alive. It's like, I can at least make them faint. Let's go. Alright, Pidgeotto comes out. Let's hit it with the water gun. Okay. Okay, two sand attacks and I'm starting to miss. That's fine. Right, I forgot that you had the shiny gloom. Alright, we'll switch into Charmeleon here. That's fine. Oh my god, wake up. For the love of God, wake up. Really, dude? Oh, I didn't mean to hit dig. Jolteon? That works for me. Alright, cool. I'm gonna go heal up real quick and then... Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. It's like we came all the way to Lavender Town on the boss's orders, but where in the world is this old man Fuji supposed to be? The only place left is that spooky old Pokemon Tower, right? That's right. We couldn't get to the top because of that strange ghost getting in our way. Well, we couldn't find that old man, but at least we found this Cubone. Let's get back to our hideout. At least we'll have something to show for our trouble. Right. Let's head to the Rocket Game Corner in Celadon. Cubone? It's like, aw, does that little Cubone want its mommy? Your mommy's in Celadon City. Come with us, we'll take you there. Now that that's decided, I think we'd better blast off. Okay, alright. I'm assuming there's no point in actually going back into the tower for any reason, because everything's just gonna be like, ah, it's a ghost. Oh yeah, nothing here can actually fly. Eh, that's fine. What if run? It's not like it's that far anyways. So definitely with the way this is set up, I probably technically should have went Lavender Town, went to the tower, from there Game Corner, then Erica. If I would have done it that way, I probably wouldn't need to have worried about getting everyone up to level 30, which that was more of a what's the word I'm looking for? I was just trying to get everyone up to like whoever the highest level was, and at the time it was War Turtle. That was like level 30, so I was like, okay, well we'll just get everyone up to 30. It's not a big deal. Now we're not going to bother with Protect, Zubat. We'll throw out Pikachu. We'll try and spread around the goodness. Let's move Thunderbolt to here. And then... so let's just go in here and battle everybody. If at any point in time a better, I guess a better pairing comes up, we'll swap. Machop. Yeah, we don't technically have anything better for Machop, so we'll just come in here, Water Gun. I should probably teach Water Pulse, because I'm realistically not going to teach it to anyone else. Plus, Water Pulse is just a solid move, and we can go buy another one if we really need to. Alright. So, oh, Bubble's only 20 in this. I thought Bubble... So, I'm guessing Bubble eventually goes up to 40. But we'll get rid of Bubble. I like the idea of having Rapid Spin just in case. Penny? Okay. I will take Penny out here in 1 moment. Alright, everybody, give me 1 second. Penny's requesting to go potty. You know what that means? It means BRB time. I'll be right back. Alright, I definitely need to try and either move the router and modem closer, or what? Hey, how's it going, man? How's it going? Oh. Okay, Raiko. Thank you for showing up. Ultra Ball. What? No. No way. Holy crap. What are the odds? What are the first time we encounter Raiko after catching Entei? What? What? Oh my god. Oh my god, that's fucking amazing. Let's go. Let's go.
Alright. Alright. Step 1 to Lord's Zumba class. Order Taco Bell. Step 2.
No,
You eat
that's shitty.
all the Taco Bell. Step 3. And step 4. Profit.
I'm pretty sure step 3 is sit on the toilet and wonder why you ate all that Taco Bell.
Exactly. That leads to step 4. Profit.
I don't. Awesome for Taco Bell, baby!
Yeah, but you get all the stuff out of your body, you lose weight. Zumba class complete.
Do you even know what Zumba is?
Yeah, you Zumba through all that Taco Bell. Taco Bell, sponsor me. I'm like your biggest fan.
Got it. Perfect for spooky seasons. Ooh, we got us a nice hit right here. A Radiant Gardevoir. Ooh, and I don't even think that's technically the rare. Ooh, snap. Nice hits in a row. Got the Zorora V-Star. Okay, so that one pack. Oh my god, it keeps going. It keeps going. Trainer Art Gallery Snorlax.
I believe she's putting out a fire.
Okay. That was. Ooh. And funny enough, the 2 beans for us reaching our $50 goal that I'm going to be eating are either going to be stink bug or toasted marshmallow. It's going to be either a mix or it's going to be both of one. I really hope it's not double stink bug because I feel like that'll be a bad time. Oh god, I'm pretty sure it's double stink bug. Oh. Ugh. Oh. The things I do for donations. Oh. Single player. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot that they did this whole
kind of like review. First. The Wiggler can't be wiggled by anyone but themselves. There it is. There's the gold. There we go. That's what we're looking for. All right, easy 50 points. Easy 50 points.
That should get you 4 for 8 real good. Yes. Oh, you were that hungry. Oh no. Oh no. I'm paying the utmost respect to you right now.
You better be paying the utmost respect to me.
Alright, I definitely need to try and either move the router and modem closer or what? Hey, how's it going, man? How's it going? Oh, how did I get out of that? Okay, alright. It's purified? Oh, okay. Take that. Okay, cool. Mission complete. Easy peasy. Activate. Oh, cool. I teleported Pit Swords back to you guys.
Oh my god, I fucking got him while he was driving. Let's fucking go. Oh my god. That was so good.
Hey! Got a trophy for it. That's the only reason why I kept doing this, because I was figuring there was a trophy for beating the high score.
It's Rabid Mario's in love. I love it. Okay, so it's essentially Rabid Cloud Strife Genderman. I love it. We're here for it.
Oh man, I punched the gun to death. Well, what kind of bullshit's that? Oh, no. Let me just move out. Okay.
I guess you're gonna miss the panty raid. The what?
I'm Breaklow. Hi, how's it going, everybody? What a perfect time to come in. Not only do you all get to see my fun design of my TV guide BRB screen, but I get to come back right in time for y'all to raid in. How's it going? Ooh, just chatting. What kind of shenanigans were you getting into? Were you just doing like a work along type deal, or were you actually having a chatty chat? Tell me everything about it, Umber. Also, how is your Friday. But while you figure all that, Raiders, if you don't know who I am Lord Rosnell. I play a variety of games. Currently, we're playing through a ROM hack called Recharged Yellow. It's pretty much a Fire Red, well, it's a Pokemon Emerald ROM hack that essentially remakes Pokemon Yellow, but, you know, in like the Fire Red, Leaf Green type of era. Which it's been a lot of fun so far. We are also doing retro achievements along with it, which has been a lot of fun, which makes this just a lot more interesting, to say the least, at least in my opinion. Other than that, we play a lot of retro games, currently working through my N64 collection. Play a lot of fan-made Pokemon games, as you can tell here. We're also working through Pokemon Radical Red at our usual times. And we do a lot of Souls-like games. Currently working through Shadow of the Erd Tree DLC. I think we're pretty close to the end on it, to be honest. We're at like Skidoo level 13 out of 20, and I know there's only like I'm sure there's like a lot of bosses that I missed because the map's huge and everything, but I think there's only like a handful of major bosses that we need to do left. Well, at first I was making a shopping list, then Chief was like, hey, how basic are you? Take this BuzzFeed quiz. So I did, then we got lost on BuzzFeed, you know what, fair enough. And then we listened to animal sounds on Google. Ooh, fun. And I'm good. Oh, glad to hear. I'm doing all right. Had 2 interviews yesterday. One was over the phone, the other was in person. I got a callback from the one that was over the phone. They're going with somebody else, but that somebody else has more experience in like the specific field that they were like, hey, this is gonna be a big plus, and they're willing to go in cheaper than I am, so I'm not mad about it. And then the other one that I had in person, I'm just waiting to hear back on, but I think I should hear back by the end of the day. So fingers crossed we hear something, though. The job interviews that I got are going to be in person, which I'm not necessarily looking forward to. I'm not going to lie. I want to work remote. I've been working remote for the past 5 years, and I'm used to that. And I don't want to necessarily give that up, but your boy needs money. And unless all of you want to start sharing all of my my content like crazy, so I can start really getting my algorithm going. Your boy's gonna have to at least go into office for a little bit at some point, right? At least they call exactly. It's always nice to know. It's always nice to know, but I got the general feedback of I interviewed well, so it's nothing that I did. It's just I wanted more money because the one job that that was the phone interview that they called back and I'm like, hey, we're going with another candidate. That was more of a... It was like, that's an hour out drive for me, so I'm definitely not doing anything less than the amount that I wanted. So there's no changing that, and that's just, it is what it is. But if I can at least get a job where I can get some money coming in, cool. If not, obviously things are going to be a little bit harder. But I figure it's like we've been through some tough times. We've figured it out before. We'll do it again. But until then, we just keep plugging away. We keep doing what we got to do. Oh, right. Okay, that actually just worked out. Yeah, I hope I got this too. Like I think I should be good, but you know, it's nice to hear other people say it, right? But Umber Raiders, thank you again so much for the raid. I really do appreciate it. If you got a raid and run, I completely understand. I understand that how it is to stream for X amount of time and then, you know, obviously just sit in front of the computer and not do anything else other than stream. So go take care of yourself. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Go relax a bit. If you can at least leave a tab up for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. If not, I get it. It's like you got more important things to do than just watch a guy play some video games. And the number one thing I want out of all this is I want you to take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself is important. Alright, so we did all of this. I don't think... Alright, let's at least keep pushing forward for now. Yeah, because I think I need to get an elevator key for here, right? I'm not thinking of... Yeah, Silpho's the one that you don't need the elevator key. You just need to teleport to the right spot. Alright, I'm hoping level cap is going to be at least 36 so I can have Blastoise, Venusaur, and Charizard on the team. That'd be nice. Rare candy, which is one of those, like, I don't know about anybody else, but I always, like, I never end up using any of my rare candies. Like, I always, like, save them for, like, the very end. And obviously because of, like, level cap, that's probably never gonna happen. Like, when I first played as a kid, I definitely used my rare candies a lot, like, very early on as soon as I got them, but as I got older, I'm like, no, I'm gonna save these for a rainy day. I use the candies at the very end, yeah. Like, I feel like that's just the smart way to do things, right? Alright, so level cap is at least 35 based on all that. Black glasses, okay. That would probably be, you know what? Seeing as how Wartortle's the only one with the dark move right now, plus, you know, Squirtle Squad reference. Let's give our turtle some shades. Max Ether's always solid. Snatch, which I'm not worried about. All right, you. After we get the key, I think we'll go heal up, and then we'll go deal with Giovanni. All right, we still disabled? Okay, that's fine. That's a Golbat, right? I'm pretty certain I read that right. Yeah, perfect. All right, Thunderbolt. Free key. Right, because I don't want to have to deal with Jesse and James yet. Alright, also when we deal with Jesse and James... Okay, yeah, we got Nidoking in position 2. I'm not really worried about, you know, who the second Pokemon is, but I at least want Nidoking coming in against Jesse and James, because Nidoking's gonna rock some shit. I'm definitely thinking once we can finally get a Charizard, and I'm trying to think where we even find Earthquake. I think do we find Earthquake in the Safari Zone? Does that sound right to anybody? That feels right to me. But whenever we get Earthquake, because obviously Nidoking's just not gonna learn it on his own. But once we can get Earthquake on Nidoking, any double battles that come up, you pair Nidoking with Charizard and you just hit Earthquake, Flamethrower realistically, and you're probably taking care of the majority of whatever... I hit the wrong thing because I'm sitting here talking. You're probably taking care of anything that you really need to take care of, right? Take me to 4, please. Calcium. We'll probably honestly just sell off the calcium. After this battle, rescue Cubone. Like, I enjoy the fact that it actually gave me the option, but nah. Eradicate Arbok. Okay. Alright, we will water pulse the Eradicate. We will dig the Arbok. Water pulse again. That didn't kill. Interesting. Water pulse again. Alright, I'm gonna hit Thrash. Paralyzed, can't move. Alright. I'm gonna... Alright. No, I'm gonna have to just hit Thrash. It's our best bet. Okay, seriously. Alright. Nidoking, I'm gonna need you. Oh, cool. Okay, Nidoking, quit being paralyzed. Thank you. Oh, you're not even gonna send out Meowth this time? Huh, that's weird. Okay, blasting off again. Yeah, you get out of here. They were guarding the door, but it cannot be opened without any problems. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna go heal up because I'm not about to deal with Giovanni with a paralyzed, Nidoking. It's just not gonna be worth it, right? There. Water, just keep hitting water pulse. All right, that's a level. Okay, so at least level 36. So by the time we get to Koga, we should at least have Blastoise, Charizard, and Venusaur, which would be great. 169,000. Nice. Nice. That's a solid amount to have. I definitely can't, like, honestly, I should just bring everything back. The Pokemon cards, the Bean Boozles, the... love it. Fun fact, that sound alert that I made is long enough for, I think his name's Tom, the creator of the song, to copyright claim it, and I share ad revenue on my videos because of it, which is fine. Mainly because I don't get a lot of ad revenue, and if it's gonna go to anyone, I'd rather go to like someone like him. Like he's a solid content creator. Which I always thought, like, because I mean I don't think I ever timed it out, which actually, you know what, I should probably just check it real quick. Because I thought it was like anything under 10 seconds is usually fairly okay. Sound clips. Loot that body. Yeah, it's 9 seconds. I would have figured that would have been just like, that would have been like just low enough for it to be fine. Alright. Giovanni is mostly ground type, so I should be able to... Hi, Persian. Okay, that didn't do much. And now you're confused. Huge. Okay, get out of here, Persian. Alright, Kangaskhan coming out. I don't want to deal with Kangaskhan, to be 100% honest. I'm just going to come in here, double kick. Strength is solid. One more. Alright, Kangaskhan out of here. Rhyhorn, we will switch back to War Turtle. Because as of right now, I only want to get everybody up to like at least 36, so that way I can have my evolutions. Yep, blah, blah, blah. Save the Cubone. Got the Silphco. Alright. Alright, so let's get out of here, heal up, and we can go save Fuji from the tower. I'm gonna have to imagine 36 is the cap, right? mean, it might be 37. I don't know where Koga's level cap is. When it comes to Sabrina, we might honestly catch. Well, is it worth getting? Oh, well, I mean, if we get a Haunter, I'll probably do some off-stream grinding, so I can at least get Ice Beam and Shadow Ball if Haunter doesn't learn it by level cap off naturally, which I would imagine he should, right? Everybody's all good, right? Yep. Okay. Any ghosts come up that we don't want to catch, we just bite them. Bum, bum. And granted, so long as by the time we make it to so long as when we make it to whatchamacallit, once we make it to Sabrina, if Blastoise knows Crunch, we'll probably be able to just sweep with Crunch. Ayo, Fuzz, how's it going? How is your Friday? Alright, free escape rope, which we will never use. Also, I love the dancing gummy bear. Just such a solid emote. Alright, then up here. Alright, I'm gonna guess this should give me my level. It does. Alright, so we'll get a Blastoise. And it looks like 36 is not the cap, so it's probably like 37, right? Big man Blastoise. Big man Blastoise. Big man Blastoise. Big man Blastoise. Gomo had a long week of work, but I'm off today? Hell yeah. Love that for you. Absolutely love that for you, Fuzz. Because, what was it? Last week they had you working on Saturday for a couple hours? Alright. Let's put Charmeleon out front, because the sooner we can get Charmeleon to Charizard, the sooner we won't have to worry about not having the ability to fly. Yeah. That's never any fun having to work on the weekends, but I mean, if it's like, at least if it's not hard work, it's whatever. Oh yeah, now we have flamethrowers, so we're just gonna be burning through everything. All right, another free. I'll take a free Great Ball all day. All right, Ember. Ember's too strong. All right, we might just have to. I mean, maybe we could try Metal Claw. Maybe Metal Claw would be a little less dangerous. Had a 3-day shoot this week. Interesting. Cubone. Okay, you'll at least resist Ember. Perfect. Alright, seeing as how you're only level 13. Pokeball? Okay, one more time. If I gotta use a Great Ball, I will. There we go. Much better. Alright, that's one step closer on filling out the Pokedex. I mean, how often do you end up having, I guess, 3-day shoots? I can't imagine too often, because I can't say I remember you ever talking about too much of having to work over the weekend. Buzz, you missed me take. Oh, so what was the results of your superhero quiz? That's the big question. Alright. Metal Claw? God damn it. God damn it, Ghastly. Alright, we might just have to throw a Great Ball and just hope for the best. Alright, we already got the Cubone. I'm not worried about it. Hit Flamethrower. That's 32. I got most of them right and scored better than 45% of people who took it. Oh, interesting. That was only the second shoot of the year. Okay, we had a 4-day shoot out of state. Oof. Okay. But honestly, I've just thinking about it and hearing about it. If I had to guess, I would assume that your job's fairly fun, and having to work those weekends every so often isn't necessarily the end of the world. It's like, I mean, obviously, you know, outside looking in, I'm not the one who has to work it day in and day out. So, all right, Metal Claw. All right, so 16 is just far too weak. What kind of quiz? Okay, all right. Yeah, I love it. Productions are draining but fun. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's like what I wouldn't give to be able to like find work like that. Like not necessarily specifically like production per se, but like something that's like that feels rewarding, right? Oh, it's a test of knowledge. I know I don't know a crap ton of superheroes, but as like with someone like the content creators that I watch on TikTok, I feel like I have a slightly more like I have a slightly larger repertoire of people that just like know like the MCU or the DCU, and not like anyone who's like read comics or anything like that. Right? Can I at least get like a 18 or higher Ghastly? I think we could technically run into... Okay, there we go. Okay, can you survive? Okay, probably because I've leveled up. All right, if I can at least find an 18. Specifically movie. Oh, well, then that should be even easier. Because I definitely have a I've definitely not seen all of the superhero movies, but I definitely feel like my knowledge of superheroes is at least wide enough compared to superhero movies that something like that should be fairly easy. All right. Give me 18 or higher. Yeah, just movies. So MCU, DCU, essentially, because let's be real, there's technically like the Sony movies that aren't a part of the MCU, but they're arguably they're just a part of the MCU, right? All right, just a couple more encounters. I can't keep looking for a specific level Ghastly at this point. I want to be able to move on. Oh, you know what? 16, good enough. Go Great Ball. Ayo, Core, how's it going? How is your Friday? As far as Sony comic, yeah, right. I tried so long to get a shiny Ghastly in this place. Understandable. Like, I'm a sucker for for Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar, such a solid line. Haunter's like one of my favorites, easily like top 3, top 5 Pokemon. It's just I kind of wish that they didn't change up like Gengar's coloring from generation to generation so that the shiny actually felt better. Also, because I know it's going to be a Marowak, we're going to just switch into Ivysaur for this fight. Yeah, the Lavender Tower, the Pokemon Tower. This is the only place in, I guess the Kanto region specifically, like, that you can get a Ghastly. Only other place, like, if that's like even like semi-connected to, oh, I was gonna say, wait, where's all the enemies in here? Jesse and James coming in. Okay. It's funny that you essentially fight Jesse and James like so close together. But yeah, if you're technically like playing like a Gold, Silver, Crystal, or one of the remakes, you're more so looking at you can also get Ghastlies in the Bellsprout Tower. Let's try to kick on. Also, now they have a Golbat. Interesting. There's the Arbok. Oof. Solid wing attack. Golly. Alright, hit Thunderbolt on you. Dig into you. Okay, so they kept Eradicate. They've added in Golbat. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna hit Thunderbolt on Arbok because I'm going to assume. I was gonna say I don't think Dig killed last time. God, I mean, I know Sludge Bomb is strong, but golly, that was a lot of damage. Alright, Water Pulse, Dig, because we know this Weezing doesn't have Levitate. Wait, did it say it missed? When did that Weezing get Levitate? No, whatever. It works. It is what it is. Work busy, life shitty, you know, the things. Yeah, no, that sounds about life. That sounds about life. I meant to thank you for sharing my message with Crafty. Nice. Of course, figure since posted public. Gotcha. Hey, Fuji. Came to save you. Yep. Yep. Alright. Alright, so we got the Poke Flute. We'll probably run Pikachu out front against the Snorlax so we can paralyze it. The biggest thing we're going to have to worry about is, what's the word I'm looking for? Is going to be the fact that it can most likely use Rest, right? Go me. Yeah. Charmeleon's been pretty solid. I will say Charmeleon a little rough before we got the Flamethrower TM to teach it, because all it had was Scratch, Ember, and Metal Claw. It's like it felt kind of lacking, you know. Not Charmeleon's fault. It's just the setup of moves it learns. Like it definitely like, and I think they kind of fix it in later gens where Charmeleon learns Fire Fang. Fire Fang is a solid move for Charmeleon to have as like a middle ground of waiting to get to Flamethrower. Alright, I'm gonna save here just in case. Because we need to at least catch one of these Snorlaxes. I'm assuming that we can't find a Snorlax in the wild. I'm assuming it's strictly these two. still. So pretty much so long as we can get one of them, that's all that matters. Alright, how good's a Thunderbolt do? Not crazy. Oh, and you start off with leftovers. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Alright. Do you have... Okay, either you don't have Sleep Talk already, or... Alright. Alright, oh. Alright, we'll use the next Pokemon. We'll try and catch it here, but I forgot that I moved things around, and that Thunder Wave was no longer on. Alright. As long as you don't use rest, I'll try another Great Ball. Alright. You know what, let's just restart this over because that's on me for not hitting the right move. Because I wanted to go Thunder Wave while it was low. Forgot that I moved Thunder Wave, so yeah, we'll just reset it. Okay. Thunderbolt. Went to sleep, that's fine. Still asleep. Thunderbolt. Still asleep. Thunderbolt. Went right back to sleep. Alright, you hit Yawn. That's fine. I'm hitting Thunder Wave. Let's see if that is enough to Great Ball it. Nope. Let's see if I can't at least wake up, because it... Alright, this is working out. Alright. Man, it's just like racking up paralyzes. You bum. How many times can it rest? Does anybody know? Oh, you bum. One headbutt. Goddamn. Alright. Let's see if we can't get a poison off. Actually, while we're waiting for it to wake up, we double kick. Still asleep. Double kick. We'll went right back to sleep. It does have Snorlax. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping it would stay asleep. Alright, let's see if we can catch it here before... Nope, okay. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have to, like, kick it enough to, like, get it down while it's, you know... Like, wake up. Alright, one more kick, please, and stay asleep. Yeah. Alright, poison sting. Alright, one more poison sting. Hey, got it, nice. Alright, Snorlax, pain to catch. Though it having headbutt, like stab headbutt, is kind of just a solid move in general. Kind of sucks that because of how slow Snorlax is, he'll never essentially be able to get the flinch from it. But it, again, just such a solid move. Alright, move items. Alright. Bag that. Oh, alright. Gotta move Pokemon around. Heyo, Loki Mike. How's it going? How is your Friday? Alright, and then real quick, just so I know, does anybody... Alright, Farfetch'd has this stick, and nobody else has any items. Alright, we're solid. Watching kids? You know what? Fair enough. That's how life be sometimes. Sometimes you gotta pay attention to the little rugrats, right? But so long as they're, you know, they're behaving, that's all that really matters, right? Is there a... There, yeah, I was gonna say there's an 8 up here. 40 species? Yeah. 54, okay. Amulet coin. Ooh, that's to make more money. That's not bad. Right together. Worky Lurky, thank you for the Worky Lurky Juicy. Also, what quest did you get? Ooh, take a nap. You know what? Take a nap. Take a little work nap. You've earned it. If anyone questions you, tell them I said it's okay. Got a call last night that I'm getting Fridays back soon. Oh, like you're gonna be able to start working Fridays again? Cool. I would love to take a nap, but I'm working on a proposal that is getting me promoted to manager. Oh, okay. Well, Juicy, when you become a manager, if you need anybody to work for you, somebody's looking. But you go get that promotion, Juicy. You deserve it. I actually will need 9 to 10. Ooh. You just have to move to Utah by October. Can you hook me up with some moving costs? Because if you could hook that up, I could probably make that work. I know that's obviously never gonna happen, but that's good to know. Because as of right now, with the way things are looking, Utah might end up being where we end up landing at some point. If they only pay 2 levels above the manager level, I'm getting moving costs. Jeez. I mean, I get it, but still, dang. I'm trying to get to the point I can get our Dublin. Ooh, that'd be pretty sick. How about becoming legally able to work in Canada? I wouldn't say no to that either. I wouldn't necessarily say no to that because honestly, America sucks. But I have no idea what that process would go with, unless there's a way for me to get legally able to work in Canada remotely, which in that case I'm down. It's like I'm sure that would probably be slightly easier. Plus, I would also imagine, especially with the way the US is right now, and you know, the relationships that we have with Canada, probably going to be a little extra harder for me to be able to do that, right? Because I mean, I certainly don't blame Canada for not trusting anybody from America. I mean, honestly, I barely trust people from America. That's already fought him. Okay. I'm trying to think. I think there's what, Ponyta at the very least on the bike lane. I don't think there's anything else too different in here. I think Ponyta is like usually the biggest thing. All right, anything we can one-shot, we'll at least take the time to one-shot. Okay, there's Ponyta. I'm gonna go with the Shockwave. Shockwave too strong, got it. I probably shouldn't be surprised, but you know, here we are. All right, back-to-back Ponytas. Return? Nope. Okay, Pikachu just too strong. I think we're gonna go with the Thunder Wave into a Great Ball. I think that's our best bet for catching a Ponyta here. We don't care about the Eradicate. Like I said, we're only gonna. Ooh, Dotrio. All right, I definitely know any move that we're gonna have is not gonna work out well. We're gonna try, you know, paralyze into Great Ball. Okay, that's not gonna be enough. It is almost level 30. Shockwave? Yeah, no, still too strong. Though nice to know that we can just get Dotrios here. Yeah, we already knew we could get Doduos. Maybe I could try and return the Dotrio if we run into another one. Alright, Thunder Wave. Great Ball? Place? Okay, that one shook a good bit. Let's try it again. There we go. Alright, we got the Ponyta at least. At worst, if we can't get the Dotrio, we can at least level up the Doduo eventually. Alright, that's a much weaker Dotrio. Maybe we can get away with a Great Ball now. Alright, let's go Ivysaur. Because at least this way... We'll hit the Leech Seed. Vine Whip. Alright, let's try to start doing some Great Balls here. Boom. Okay, now we don't even have to worry about the Doduo Dotrio line. That being said... Oh yeah, we can't even fly yet. We need to get Charmeleon up to Charizard. But let's go heal up real quick. I don't think we're going to run into anything else in there that's going to be major. I know in like Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, that's where you normally find more Eevees. Which maybe we'll have to go and do that, but I think we should be able to breed, so we can just breed out the 2 more Eevees for the Stone evolutions, and I think there should at least be Umbreon and Espeon in this as well, so we'll need 4 more total. I wonder when they're gonna introduce Duquadro. I mean, honestly, it's like if I had to guess if they're gonna go any direction, they're gonna go pre-evolution to Doduo and just go do Uno. But that's just me guessing. But how's it going, good dog? How is your Friday? That's a Machamp. Oh god, my poor Pikachu. Yeah, so if anyone was ever wondering, yeah, we're 110% going to need to evolve Pikachu into Raichu if we're going to make it through the Nuzlocke. At least with, you know, Pikachu intact. Because Pikachu gets one-shotted too easily. He's so small. Just woke up a half hour ago at 7 p.m. I mean, all things considered, I think that's pretty solid. But I guess the real question is, what time did you go to bed? Because if you went to bed at like 7 p.m., then yeah, okay, sleeping 12 hours, though that does sound absolutely wonderful. Though that sounds absolutely wonderful, I could see how that would be not great. Alright, checking down this side. I'm never shocked with Godok's sleep schedule. Exactly. For knowing Godok as long as I have, and knowing how his sleep is just all sorts of screwed up, and you know, like obviously no fault of his own. It's like when he says like, oh yeah, I slept till X time, or I stayed up till this time. I'm like, you know what? It's like sometimes that's just how it be. Wow. Even with burn reducing it by 30%, that's still one shot. Wild. Alright, now we gotta do the hard pedal back up. Because we're so close to getting Charmeleon into Charizard so we can start flying. I don't remember when I fell asleep, but it was probably around 7 a.m. Okay. So, I mean, oh right, I said if you fell asleep at 7 p.m. No, that would have been 24 hours. Okay, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Honestly, that's a solid 12 hours. That sounds fine. It's the most boring roller coaster. That's fair. But yeah, 7 p.m. to 7 p.m. would be pretty jarring. 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., especially depending on like when the last time you slept, when you went to bed at 7 a.m. I can see that. I mean, as a teen, oh, I 100% like I would sleep like 12 hours easily. It's like sometimes it would technically be like a little bit less because like I would stay up until like 2 in the morning or something like that, and then I wouldn't get up until like noon on the weekends. But yeah, a solid 12 hours just is so good. Like me personally, I hate having to get up before double digits, but you know, society makes me do that. All right, Charmeleon, you're getting an upgrade. Perfection. Cool. Now we got Charizard, Wing Attack. I'm gonna skip Wing Attack because I'm just now gonna come in here because we bought an extra Aerial Ace, mainly because I forgot that we already had one. And Aerial Ace is going to be just better than Wing Attack. Oh my god, I evolved! You sure did! And now it's time to spread those wings and fly, Charmeleon. Alright, Pikachu gets to 36, and then we start working on Ivysaur. Okay, so we're still gonna deal with you, and then all of, what, the middle section and... the left, yeah. So we're almost done with at least the cycling road, which isn't bad. Had a day recently where I slept for 14 hours, woke up at 9 p.m., then I was awake for about 10 hours, then slept for 12 hours again. Not optimal. No, definitely not optimal. Oh, Rude poisoned me. Alright, I feel confident that I should be able to just nuke a lot of things. Yes. Alright, Coughing I can easily Thunderbolt to death. That's not a big deal. So long as you don't use Sludge Bomb turn 1, I'm fine. Oh, crit. Perfect. And there's Pikachu 36. All according to plan. Alright. Charizard. Fly me. Back up top so we can heal up. Definitely once we get to this point, poison becomes a lot less scary. Granted, when we're doing the Nuzlocke, I'm probably gonna carry like 12 antidotes on me at all times. So that way each Pokemon can get poisoned twice, but I can then heal it right away. Actually, before we start using Ivysaur, I think I'll work on Nidoking. One, because he's closer, and two, the majority of Pokemon being used on the bicycle lane and right before getting into Fuchsia, they're going to be essentially strong against grass types. Alright, do you have Levitate? Yeah, you have Levitate. That's fine, because then I just hit Thrash. Sometimes I forget Weezing's like just an absolute tank. That being said, I'm not really worried about it. Nothing that Weezing's going to use is going to do that much to me. Alright, Coughing. Yeah, we can't really use Primeape. We can't really use Ivysaur. We just gotta keep using Nidoking. Alright, snapped out of Confusion. Alright, we will swap here. You know, let's let Charizard, you know, get one solid battle in. Noise. I will say that's like one thing that I really enjoyed about Gen 3 is like the certain Pokemon that for whatever reason will like flash a color when they come out, like Ponyta and Charizard flashing red because you know they're like red hot and all that. Pikachu flashing yellow because you know electricity. Like it's just a nice little touch. Alright, I'm pretty certain there are some hidden items on the bike road, but I'm not worried about them. One, they're realistically not that special. Two, they're not going to, you know, be hyper helpful. Like, if there's like a actual Pokeball that I can, you know, find and pick up, I'll grab that, but other than that, I don't care. Alright, dig solid here. I was hoping Dig was going to be solid, but is. I mean, oh yeah, he's also using Acid Armor to juice up there. That's, you know. Dude, quit raising your defense. Alright. Solid bit of XP there. So far, no items in the middle. Which, maybe what I'm thinking of item-wise over there is, you know, just Thrash. The fighting types are nothing. I can just obviously Thrash through the majority of these. Yeah, because Machamp's not going to do that much damage. Because, oh, and Poison Point on top of it. Okay, can you please? Alright, one. Okay, Nidoking just essentially killed himself. There's nothing I can do about that. Alright, I'm going to hit Leech Seed. Fine Whip. Okay, Revenge is mean. Leech Seed. Okay, we are gonna swap here to save. Because if it clicks Seismic Toss again, it's just GG's. And we need to give Ivysaur some experience. Alright, so there's, looks like at least one guy on the left side that's left. Nope, that one going to Summary Fly. Swipe away all that. See you again. Alright. thick now. Gotta appreciate the thickness, right? I know I do. And down we go. We go around him, and then we just kind of let everything go down. So there's nothing on that side. There's that fight. We were waiting for it. Alright, Weezing comes out. Yeah, okay. So I'm guessing there's no... I'm assuming there's probably no hidden, whatchamacallit. There's no hidden abilities in this, right? Because I feel like every Weezing we've been running into has... Okay, cool. We snapped out of confusion. See, that's how much like acid armor. So acid armor really set Buck up for just being solid. All right, one of these is gonna hit. There we go. Finally. Yeah, then we already fought you, and then nobody should be down here. Alright, we ignore the bird boys for now so we can heal up. Alright, so this is what I'm thinking. Once it's time to start working on getting Ivysaur leveled up, we'll take on the fights down below here because those should all be water types. That'll be really easy for Ivysaur, and we can start heading towards back towards Lavender Town from down here. That'll be also good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised we're faster. I know we're like level 34, but still. Cool. Alright, the less Pokemon they have, the better for us. Because honestly, Thrash is just a solid move. It's just, you know. If it could be a ground or a poison move, that'd make this a whole lot better. Just so it'd be stab, but that would honestly make Thrash way too strong for Nidoking. Oh, cool! They got rid of the edge for by the Pokemon Center over here, so that way you don't have to like go all the way around, which I always thought was a dumb design. But yeah, it's nice. It's just like nice and flat. No weird edges. Like we still have the edge over here, but you know, whatever. That being over there is not a big deal. Alright, hit Thrash. Insta-kill. We don't switch. Firo, what, takes 2 Thrashes? Oh, man, we're thrashing back and forth. Haha, poison point, baby! And that's Nidoking 36. I should honestly swap out. You know what? You know what? Let me go do that now. Let me just swap out Primeape. Because as much as I enjoy Primeape's not gonna work out well here. Because he is not going to be able to do a lot of damage to the next 2 gyms. Honestly, I think I'm going to bring Ghastly. Because Ghastly can at least learn Psychic, which will be good against Koga. Also, I think here is where I should be able to get XP share. I can at least put that on Ghastly for now. 50, 57, here you go. XP share, nice. Key items. Receive a share of the Pokemon. You can, instead of giving it to a Pokemon, you can turn it on and off from your key item pocket. And don't worry, it also works with other types of XP shares. They even get extra experience. Got it. Okay, cool. So that's just... So that makes everything just a lot easier. Cool. I don't know if that's going to technically slow down the amount of XP that Ivysaur is going to get from fights, but at this point, I'd rather just everybody get XP. I think it just makes more sense. Alright. We're just going to double check to make sure there's nothing in here that we weren't able to catch before. 179. Okay, so that was a Rattata at like, what, 22? Oh, okay, so that was, it was off. Okay, yeah, okay, so what? So we are looking for Rattata level 22. And that was what, 179? Just so we can see what the difference is. Because if I still get 179, cool. 28. This should at least give us some kind of an idea. 228. Okay, so I don't think Ivysaur lost any experience there. Because I don't think 8 levels would have made that big of a difference. So yeah, it's just going to be good to have it on. So at least this way we can train up Ghastly without having to worry about it too much. Because obviously it's pretty far behind. Alright, I'm going to say that we're probably not going to run into anything else different here. I'm pretty certain like this should be pretty much the same things that you can find, but I think just a little bit heavier in the birds than what you can find on Cycle Road. Let me at least get like a Rattata or something so I can... Alright, you know what, just out of curiosity. Ooh. Stab Tri-Attack's scary. It's a move that I didn't necessarily care for as a kid, mainly because I always thought the neat thing about Tri-Attack was, oh, it has a chance to cause a status effect, and it never seemed to cause a status effect, and I was like, that's kind of whatever, I don't care about it anymore, but still, like, now that I know, like, how stab moves really work, and just knowing that, whatchamacallit, is just a, Tri-Attack is actually a solid move to begin with. So, get this man his teeth. I don't think I had to talk to him beforehand. This man gives me a good rod, right? Or, no. Alright, so he gives me a good rod, and then on the way between here and Viridian is the super, right? I don't think... oh yeah, we need to cut trees. So, one here. One here. Is there anything in here? I feel like I always like come in here and I never actually pay attention to anything. Alright, did you actually say anything about bringing you Slowpoke? Okay. Warden Slowpoke is running a promotion camping right now. Try to get into Safari Zone, the furthest corner of it. It's like, okay. No, he's telling me to get to the farthest corner, and that's how I get Surf, which we'll definitely do. Alright. Hey, 30 trees, let's go! Alright, so if you do what I did, and you cut all the trees in Erica's gym twice, By the time you get to here, if you cut every other tree down that you've seen, you'll get your 30. Which clearly there's going to be more. So if you don't do the double cuts, here's an extra one. So that would put you at 28, and then you'd only need to find 2 more, which again should be easy. Alright, I'm assuming Ultra Balls aren't until Blaine, right? No, okay, so don't bother buying 40 Great Balls. It's not worth it. Alright, we'll spend half of our money, load up on Ultra Balls. Yeah, with how quickly you can get to Ultra Balls, it almost feels like it's pointless to get Great Balls. So that's just going to be a good thing to keep in mind money-wise. Though I think I still have like some nuggets and whatnot to sell. Alright, I'll worry about Safari Zone in a minute. I kind of want to get some training done. Once I can get everybody up to 36, except for like maybe Ghastly. Ghastly can hold off for... Actually, wait. Wasn't there somebody up here that I could trade a Licky Tongue for? Maybe that was just the original game, but I'm pretty certain there was like a trade that you had to do here as well, where it's like you traded for a Lickitung. Right, what strength are your Bellsprouts in 32? Alright. Alright, let's bring out Charizard for this. Essence, whatever. Flamethrower. Ivysaur's 31. We'd love to see it. Oddish, we'll just keep Charizard out. Tangela. Alright, there's 37. Is that the... No, 37 is not the cap. Interesting. I would have imagined 37 would have been the cap. You're a bird trainer, aren't you? Sure are. Alright. That means up to you, Pikachu. Gust means nothing, and now we Thunderbolt all of our problems away. Alright, we have a double battle up here. Is it just Ivysaur? Yeah, it's Ivysaur and Ghastly. I realistically can't double down Ivysaur and Ghastly. Jesus. Alright, Ghastly 19. Alright, I think I should outspeed. Ivysaur 32, which I think this will be, because, yeah, Ivysaur is one of the weird starter Pokemon that doesn't evolve at 36. Cool. So now we got the full evolution trio here. Honestly, the way I'm thinking of it right now is, I think 3 starters and Pikachu, that's the solid team, right? That's the solid team. We're never not having this team. Position 5, I think we can probably keep Nidoking in that position just permanently. I don't think he'll be a bad option end of the day. If we can find, because I'm thinking, Koga's gonna teach us Toxic, which we could still teach that to Nidoking, but if I can find like Sludge Bomb or like a Poison Jab or something like that, I don't know if that's actually in here, but if we could find, you know, something along those lines, just a solid poison move for alright, you know what, let's try this. Ugh. Yeah, okay, that's just gonna take too long. Screw it. If we gotta give some more XP to the other Pokemon, it is what it is. I'd rather get through things quickly than not, right? Plus now we have the XP share on, so everything's at least getting experience. I know Venusaur's asleep, but I'm not worried about it. Yeah, because Bulbasaur comes out, screw it. Also, I wonder if I play the Poke-Flute outside of battle, if that would technically wake up, if that would wake up Venusaur or not. It's still going, so 38's not the cap. I'm wondering if it's kind of going... I'm never going to use Curse, to be honest. I'm never going to... Okay, so it won't let me do that. Alright, I've lost my train of thought. I can't even remember what I was saying. Pidgeotto. Alright, Pikachu comes out. It's like pretty much like right down here. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, Venusaur, you can't do anything. Alright, if I was paying attention, I would have sent Venusaur out here. But we're already here, screw it. Oh, it might be combining like whatever Koga and or Sabrina's max level is, because I think you can technically do those fights in any order, right? Alright, send out Nidoking. I think every coughing we ran into didn't have... Okay, maybe not. I could have sworn we've used Dig on a coughing before, but I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is alternate abilities. Okay, can you please quit smacking yourself? Okay, one last time. Okay, finally. Yeah, I was gonna say that if it hits me, I'm dead. Right. That's just unfortunate. Like what? Full confusion and hitting myself every single time, and Grimer just out here spamming Screech. Alright, Gastly's up to 22. Maybe if we can end a battle with leveling Ghastly, maybe we'll use our rare candies that we have, just so I actually use them. That might not be a bad idea, right? Like, Venusaur's obviously, like, already close enough to level cap. Or, again, whatever level cap is. Venusaur's generally in line with all the other Pokemon. Oh, right. I should probably also teach Venusaur Giga Drain. But Poison Powder Leech Seed's so good. Right, Giga Drain is really, it's only 60? For a 5 PP move, I feel like it should be higher than 60. Do we get rid of Leech Seed? Or do we get rid of Vine Whip? Actually, I think we get rid of Vine Whip. Razor Leaf's a solid click, and Vine Whip really doesn't do us any good, but Poison Powder combined with Leech Seed is just such a good setup. It's like, okay, if we need something to like heal us up really quickly, we have that Giga Drain. But like any other time when it's like a realistic battle, not just like, oh, one of the trainer battles, I'm just trying to get through it really quickly. It's like, okay, there's gonna be like multiple hits, probably some healing done and whatnot. It's like, okay, like here, I'm gonna take the time to hit Leech Seed because we're gonna need the chip damage. Because Razor Leaf on its own isn't gonna be enough. Because neutral damage, Razor Leaf isn't bad, but it's not great. Alright, 38 on Blastoise. Shelter comes out. Razor Leaf here should be fine. Ghastly's 23, which is nice. Goldeen, Razor Leaf. 34 for Venusaur. Worst comes out, Razor Leaf. Sorry, you. Which we don't care. Razor Leaf. Alright, cool. Solid fights for Venusaur. Alright. with how things are, we might be able to get away with like Ghastly surviving long enough in a fight. That being said, let's go back to the TMs. Psychic, let's teach that to Ghastly because that was always the plan. I get rid of Spike because I'll probably never click it anyways. And then there's what's Thief, Snatch. Okay. Thief is a 40 damage. If Ghastly was Ghost Dark instead of Ghost Poison, I'd probably be like, okay, let's teach Thief because that'll at least be 60 power. Plus, you know, steal whatever items on. Steal whatever items on him, the thing. Alright. Alright, if I Leech Seed. And then Razor Roof. Okay, that worked out decent. I'm not sure. Was that a... Okay. Oh, because you used... Alright, we're gonna swap no matter what, because... just out of curiosity, is 39 the cap? No, it looks like we can still go higher. Wild. I'm honestly surprised it's like the cap is going to be this high. Like, is there seriously that much of a spike between Koga and Sabrina? Well, only thing I can think of is Koga's like still should be like the standard go up by 5, but after you get that up by 5 point, then it's oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Because you can go to Sabrina or Koga, the level cap's like, okay, depending on what you want to go and do, we need to give you this level cap here instead of like forcing you to be like, no, you got to go to Koga first. Okay, we love Haunter. Haunter's just a good design. Come on, Shadow Punch. Shadow Punch. Perfect. This is what I was hoping for. This is going to be such a solid move. I'm going to get rid of Nightshade, honestly. Like, Nightshade used to be one of my favorite moves growing up, but now that I, now that I, know Pokemon a little bit better, limiting yourself to 100 HP damage, not really worth it. What? There we go. Weird. Alright, so if you didn't do the triple cuts, that'd put you at 29, and I think there's at least one more tree. I think there's like at least 2 more trees. So you can even miss a couple of trees. And essentially, before you get to Blaine, you should be pretty well set. I think another reason why I just never really ended up caring for Venusaur, especially in comparison to, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the other 2 starters, is you kind of miss out on just a solid move, right? This is gonna be great XP for Haunter. Alright, Rain Dance. Alright, as much as I would love to use Venusaur here, I'm just gonna put Haunter out front. We're gonna see what we deal with, and if we gotta switch somebody in, we switch somebody in. That's fine. Alright, Clefairy, honestly, here is probably fine enough for me. Alright, let's hit Confuse Ray. Alright, that should at least be semi-helpful. We hope for a special drop on our Psychics. Alright, we're never gonna hit. At this point, it's used... I don't have any PP anymore. All right, we gotta switch into Pikachu because at least Pikachu has a never hit move. Shockwave. It'll take a couple hits, but because of cosmic power juicing up its special defense so much. All right, Charizard. The 40's got to be the cap now, right? Like, there's no way, right? Or is it like is it gonna be like one of those things where once you get to like this point, the caps kind of stops mattering? Which I can't imagine that's the case, right? But yeah, I will already say like this level cap so much more feels already so much more reasonable compared to Radical Red's level cap. We should also, like, I'm trying to think, is there anything in... Oh, hey, look, a pincer. Razor Leaf. Yeah, I was gonna say Razor Leaf's not gonna do that much. I'm gonna Leech Seed. Poison Powder. And then, seeing as how we have them... Ultra Ball. Because I know... Yeah, I was gonna say Pinsir's just a solid Pokemon in general. And we definitely put a time limit on this thing by hitting it both with Poison and Leech Seed. Alright, if we can run into Pinsir's here, we could probably run into Scythers. I know Dratinis and Dragonairs are possible in the Safari Zone. I can't remember if they're surf or fishing specific, but I'm pretty certain they're at least in the water. So we'll probably at least spend some time in the Safari Zone working on getting them. Any more patches of grass? I just want to... Pidgeotto means nothing to me. Alright, that's the last patch of grass. Alright, let's run around in here for a little bit. Internet, we already have. Because like I said, if we can run into a Pinsir, we should realistically be able to run into a Scyther. But I don't think that's too much of a worry, because I think they should show up in the Safari Zone as well. I'm just assuming that they're like a rarer spawn. Okay, Venomoth here. That's good. I'm gonna hit it with the Leech Seed, just get it started. Go for a Razor Leaf. Okay, that definitely hurt. Alright. Ultra Ball. Alright, you know what, let me be smart. Send Pikachu out. We'll at least get a Paralyze on this thing. Make it easier to catch. Alright, if you don't click Leech Life in like 2 turns, you're gonna die for sure. Never mind, you got caught. Alright, so that saves us trouble of leveling the Venonat that we have, which is good. Okay, Wild Tauros. Alright. Alright. Probably shouldn't hit Leech Seed Poison Powder, but screw it, we're doing it because we're gonna essentially give it our best bet. Oh god, that did some. Okay, I should have just started off with Leech Seed. Okay, doesn't matter. Caught it the first time. Huge. Okay, so yeah, we're just finding a bunch of the like Safari Zone Pokemon. So the biggest thing here is I'm probably just looking for the Scyther just to save myself the trouble of having to try and find it in the Safari Zone. But I mean, it might not be bad to just try and find it in the Safari Zone. Maybe after like a handful more encounters. Bellsprout. Pidgeot. Or Pidgeotto. Weeping Bell. Alright, that'll at least be... I'm just gonna be annoyed about that. Let's get Pikachu out there. At least hit Thunder Wave. Shockwave. Good enough damage for me. Alright, and that saves us training Bellsprout, and then all we need to do is buy a Leaf Stone for Weeping Bell. Honestly, fairly solid. Ooh, actually, yeah, we should probably go heal. Alright, so far I would definitely say very fruitful at this point. Alright, so kind of like thinking ahead. In Nuzlocke mode, I definitely think getting a Ghastly over a Cubone is going to be absolutely huge. Because like how I have this Ghastly set up now, Psychic Shadow Punch gonna be absolutely brutal, gonna be great for dealing with Koga because it's gonna resist all the poison moves, and it's gonna be able to have a super effective move against them. And then it's going to be decent against Sabrina because Shadow Punch is just a solid, super effective stab move. Obviously, biggest problem is going to be like if I don't one-shot with Haunter, there's a good chance that a Psychic move could just wipe him out. And I don't think there's any items that I can give him to make Ghost moves more powerful. I think technically, like, what would it be, like the Reaper Cloth? But obviously that doesn't exist in this. Like, I think the Reaper Cloth is like the first item that they made that was like, oh hey, like raise the power of Ghost moves. Alright, I'm gonna give this like a handful more encounters because I know we want to keep moving. I can definitely do like a lot of like the catching and whatnot off stream. Once we get to the point where it's like, okay, I need to get up to the 170 Pokemon. But it's like, again, I'm just trying to get as much as I can done now. Plus, I think we're kind of hitting a wall. I feel like we've seen just about everything. If we happen to run into like a second Pinsir, which I know that's going to be probably one of the rarer spawns, I'll probably call it. Because as dumb as it is, there's no way that it's different for each, yeah, okay. I was gonna say, there's no way it's different for each, section of grass, right? Gloom, okay, we could definitely use a Gloom. Ooh. Alright. Alright, Pikachu comes back out, we hit Thunder Wave, then we hit Shock Wave. Okay, now that's just rude. Alright, Poison Powder's annoying, but whatever. Let's see if we can catch it here. Perfect. Alright. Another Pokemon that we don't have to level, and then just another thing that we have to pick up. Execute is also like originally just in Safari Zone, so I mean there's a chance that they might not spawn outside of the Safari Zone, so we might just have to deal with the fact that we're gonna have to do a lot of stuff in the Safari Zone. It might actually, you know what? It might not be a bad idea for me to go through the Safari Zone. All right, so it's 2:16. I kind of want to end around 3 o'clock, like I usually do. So let's try and push up ahead. If we run into anything along the way, we'll check it out. But I'm not gonna keep running around. If it hits 230 before we finish going from here to Lavender Town, I will fly back to Fuchsia and we'll run through the Safari Zone. And then after the Safari Zone, do we have everybody in the right spots? Okay. So let's go do the double battle first. We'll go through the Safari Zone at least once so I can grab everything up. I don't think there's any achievements or anything like that in there. Oh yeah, so another tree right there. So it's easy to get to 30 cut trees, but if you want to try and do it the most optimal way, doing it the way I did, it's probably going to be your best bet. Well, you know what? Let's try Haunter. Stab Psychic, we're only a couple levels down, can't be poisoned. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we'll move Shadow Punch to there, because that's going to be... We're going to more likely be able to hit Shadow Punch or Psychic, and we'll move Lick, because Confuse Ray is going to be... Oh. Confuse Ray is going to be the last... one of the last things we click. You know what? Yeah, you're already 36 anyway, so let's try and start pushing, okay, there's nothing up here, and I'm assuming it's just gonna be all the same crap we were running into, yeah. So I'm not worried about up here. So let's fight all these goons. Common Psychic. Probably should have just Shadow Punch there, but whatever. We don't necessarily need to save PP for anything. I was gonna say the nice thing about Shadow Punch is I think it's one of the ones that never misses. So Grimer clearly has a slightly better special defense than Coffin does. So these two Psychics will absolutely kill. Almost killed. Alright, 29 for Haunter, pretty good. Alright, after we battle this guy, I'm gonna see how many Shadow Punches it takes. Like, it's not bad. Yeah, and I don't have to worry about Smokescreen destroying my accuracy. Alright, Pikachu's up to 40. I will say I've yet to see Charizard level again, so I'm assuming 40 is the cap. Alright, let's hit Confuse Ray here. Oh yeah, Yeah, hitting Confuse Ray here just makes sense, because we were not burning through all that HP and defense. Alright, so by the time we get to Koga and then Sabrina, we're probably gonna be sitting at the 40 level cap, so I'm gonna guess that Koga's probably not gonna increase the level cap. I mean, no, maybe Koga's... There's no way that Koga's jumps all the way to 40, right? And I guess there's the chance. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking. But let's see. So I guess I just kind of think of this. If Koga's level cap is 40, getting to Sabrina's level cap would be like 45, 48 maybe. Because going through Silpho and then not only that, but what's I'm looking for? There's 40 on Blastoise. Because I feel like Silpho, after beating Koga, that would probably get everything up at least 5 levels, right? And you can't realistically get much more than that. A lot of setup for nothing there, buddy. Nope, 41. Okay. What is the next level cap? Also, even though I don't have to cut. So yeah, by the time you've made it through all of like fuchsia, like essentially all the routes like to fuchsia, you should have the Alright, I might just PP up Green Meter. No, I'm never gonna touch it, to be honest. Plus I don't already have hypnosis, which if maybe Ghastly learned hypnosis earlier. I do have a PP up, right? Is it in medicines? PP up. Alright. We'll use PP up on... Alright. I was clicking A way too fast. I thought I had one more click to go through. Alright. An extra Shadow Punch isn't bad, but I would have much preferred more Psychics. Okay, I was gonna say, unless I start getting more hits on itself, I'm not gonna be able to use Haunter anymore for this. Alright, that's 32 on Haunter. Alright, so we're at like the halfway point. Maybe just to save a little bit of time, we can fly up to Lavender and then work our way down. Because we still have that other Snorlax to deal with. Oh, I also need to figure out how to get like the trading Evos. Because it didn't look like there was a link cable item to do it. So I don't know if Jaizu just went, okay, we're going to go with a level mechanic where it's like, okay, this is where we would assume a good level for leveling would be. What about you? Team 27. Return. Oh, hey, look. That TM that I taught Pikachu forever ago. Alright, once we get Surf, we need to come back here for the item. I don't know how good that item is, but we need to remember that it's there. Alright. The nice thing about here, at least, I can keep hitting Shadow Punch and shouldn't be that big of a deal. Do we teach Thunder? 70 to hit, 120 damage. Honestly, I like Thunderbolt more. I don't want to get rid of Shockwave because there's been so many things using Minimize and like things like that. Thunderwave's too useful, and Return's honestly just a solid setup anyways. And I think this still has time to get even more powerful. I'm going to say no on Thunder. Maybe when we're doing the Nuzlocke run, I will take the time to teach Thunder. I think Thunder would probably be pretty solid on Raichu, because that should do a pretty massive amount of damage, and we will realistically need to like play a little bit more loose on that, especially if we can get to like if we get to a point where we can have like a solid team. Maybe we, like if we have like the Blastoise on the team, we teach it Rain Dance, so we can like Rain Dance into hitting nasty thunders. One more. Alright, that's 33 for Haunter. Haunter is like caught up pretty quickly. Alright, we got a couple more fights. I'm gonna fly back real quick. Alright, we got 4 minutes before we're gonna go diving into the Safari Zone. Bum 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 bum. Right. which generally works out because I'm pretty much out of water. But fairly solid. Let's see, what did we get? We got Erica's gym badges. Actually, I think that was like the old... Oh, we got the watering can today. That's right. Yeah. We might not be able to get... So, today's, like, not gonna be super heavy on achievements, but next stream of this, which, as of right now, I'm imagining is going to be Monday. That should be pretty heavy for achievements, right? Because next stream we'll definitely be going to deal with Koga. That's one achievement. Immediately after that, we're going Silpho and Silco, the one thing. Yeah, let's keep it like this. Silpho, the fighting gym, and alright, there's the Snorlax. I would like to catch this other Snorlax if I can. We'll give it one try here, because if this goes as well as it did last time, it's going to be just a real pain. But if this doesn't work, we'll reset, and I'll probably just do this off stream, because again, I'm assuming it's also going to have leftovers, and if I can have 2 leftovers to work with, I think that'll be just really good. Alright, honestly, it being asleep and that low on health, and now I have Ultra Balls, I'm going for it. Boom! Easy. Cool. So, super easy, super quick. Let's get the Super Rod. Perfect. To catch a big Magikarp, I want to see it. All right. I don't remember what he gives you for if you actually do catch a big Magikarp. But okay, register. Oh, okay. So okay, if I hit that, no. Okay, so. Oh, okay, that's how they do that. Okay. Alright, we will fly down to here. Alright. We go in. First run is essentially just go in, get all the items, make sure we grab Surf, teach that to Blastoise, probably get rid of Water Gun, if we didn't already. I think we got rid of Bubble first. $500, sure. Dun, dun, dun. Right. Alright, I'm immediately imagining that items aren't going to be that big. Alright, execute. Perfect. Don't really care about that. Right, come in here. I don't know if the steps in here count. Okay, steps in here don't count. Catching Pokemon, gifts. Alright. Neither of you have any useful information, so we're going to continue on. Alright, if it's something that we've already caught, we don't care. I'll worry about doing any kind of fishing after we've already ran around and collected everything. Alright, we already have Paris from Mount Moon. Leaf stone is useful, so that's one less thing we have to buy. I'm gonna worry about catching or buying any stones until like pretty much end game to save us some money. All right, ball, 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 ball. Stay in the ball, ball. We're gonna use all of our balls on this site there. I love the fact that it's just still watching. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna throw a rock at this sumbitch. Rock. Oh, I didn't mean to throw 2 rocks. Okay, did they change how this works? Because, Jesus. Okay. That man wasted almost all of our balls. What a jerk. Sunny day. Max potion is nice. I will say I am not worried about wasting my balls and having to rerun through here. If I run into a clearly rare Pokemon like Scyther, obviously, I'm going to take the time to you know, try. So second area is our Scyther area. At the very least. There might be multiple spots for Scyther. Executes or whatever. I'm pretty sure that... Okay, I could swear there's an item up here, but maybe that's just like a different ROM hack that I was playing where there was an item. I know there's an item up through here. Ooh, Quick Claw is nice. That's like one of my favorite held items. Alright, I think we're gonna go down first. Okay, catching a Parasect? Sure. Perfect. I was about to say I'm about to throw a rock at this son of a bitch. Alright, catching a Parasect, it's huge. That's, again, saves us time on actually dealing with things. Alright, before we go up and around, we'll come through here first. Max Revive. Max Potion. Alright. If a Scyther or something, you know, special comes up, I'm doming it with a rock. And then I'm going to then try throwing a ball, because I need it to be easier to catch. How many steps? 55. So we're probably going to have to... We're not going to have enough steps to really do anything else, right? Right, there's no item specifically up here. And there it is. Thank you for the Jizz and Nudes. Always a winning combo. Hope you're doing well, Jam. Also, what are you streaming? Because I'm pretty certain I just saw you go live. Chansey, oh look at that. Too bad we already have one. But yeah, if we run into another Scyther, I think step 1, dome it in the head. Alright, Safari Zone not taking nearly as long as I was expecting, which is, you know, nice in general. And like I said, I will probably just take the time to do a lot of like the catching in here off stream. So what we'll probably do is we'll run through, actually, yeah, because I think the one area is in Surf Warring. Penny, all right, everybody give me a few moments. I will be right back. Penny has requested to go potty.
water and move closer, or what? Hey, how's it going, man? How's it going?
We can't let it start rolling out. Life gets dangerous when the milkshake starts rolling.
Work through Bangalore's smoke. I feel like that at that point it's like, what the fuck's the point of the digital threat? Good run, appreciate it, Ken. It should, yeah. Okay, so the game was fucking me there because I was not getting the outline of either of them. So the game was fucking me. Got it. That or they changed something, but you know that digital threat should have been. I should have. Excuse me? Can I hit this man, please? Hello? Game? Okay. Pretty sure you shouldn't be allowed to alert to arms when I'm beating your head in, but you know, whatever. It's not my game to design.
Yeah! You scary bitch! Yeah, oh, damn it! Eat it.
That should get you 4 foot. Real good. Yes.
Oh, you were that hungry. Oh no. Oh no. I'm paying the utmost respect to you right now.
You better be paying the utmost respect to me.
What secrets is that son bitch holding that he ain't telling us? Jesus Christ, what's up with this fucking door?
Ooh, okay. Okay. Definitely a little rough. Okay, we are back. Penny is outside doing her sunbathing routine, so we'll just need to keep an ear out. Was there anything over here? Okay, maybe over here was just a way to... Yeah, okay. It's just another way to get to here. Whatever. Then we already did all that, so back up this way. Ooh, Frankhorn. That's something new. Rock. Huge. Sometimes you just got dome him in the head. Tell him you're coming with me. Steel Wing, not necessarily bad. I wonder, is Steel Wing, what's better, Steel Wing or Metal Claw?
Because honestly, having Metal Claw or like a Steel move in general on Charizard's probably solid. Because if I can't like swap out for whatever reason, just having that on Charizard would make it a lot more effective against rock types. Give it a chance to like one-shot. Gold Teeth. Double Team, which we will never use, and then HMO3. Bag. We immediately teach Surf because it's literally just such a good move. Like you'd be stupid not to teach Surf. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm even like Rapid Spin's not super. I mean, you know what? Rapid Spin will be decent enough for any kind of clearing if I need it. Plus, 20 bucks says once I get Ice Beam as an option, then I'm getting rid of I'm gonna get rid of Rapid Spin. Okay, come on, give me something. Are you just trying to tell me that there's nothing in here? There we go, finally. Alright, what do we get? Dratini, huge. Ball. Rock. Ball. Ball again. One more time. Rock. Ball. Huge. Alright. Alright, so we at the very least got the Dratini. That was probably one of the more annoying ones to try and get. With that being the case, how many steps do we have left? 49. Right, let's see. We got anything different over here? Seeking. Alright. Rock. Ball. Rock. Ball. Alright, it seems like 2 rocks and a ball seems to do the trick. Alright, well, we already got that, but I know we don't... I don't think we've gotten a Goldeen yet. Perfect. Ball. Huge. Alright, anything else here? I mean, I'm sure there's other things here, just, you know, more of a, can I find them? It's not like I can go based off of encounters from Fire Red and Leaf Green, because clearly there are some things in here that are out in the wild that aren't normally out in the wild, so I don't know if they've changed anything like contact wise in here. Alright, I think we go in one more time, see if we can't get lucky with the Scyther, because that's like the other Mon that would be like really fun to get. Plus maybe we can check the water out there as well. Like I want to check here, out there. Alright, another Dratini, not really worried about it. If it was shiny, I'd be all over it. Right, come on. At least give me one more encounter. Okay. What do we get? Seeking. Alright. I should probably... No, wait. I think it's on to the, whatchamacallit, the power plant. I think it's on the way to the power plant that you can get horsies. Either that or it's also to and from here to Lavender Town. In that bit of water. Alright, anything special in here, or is it just more Goldeen's, Goldeen Seekings and Dratinis? I'm trying to think. Slowpokes are in this Seafoam cave, right? Okay, I'm guessing in like I think there's different surf encounters, but I don't know if they're like different, or if that's just in like randomizers that make them really different. All right, I'm gonna go like 1 or 2 more encounters, then I'm gonna just focus on the Scyther. Penny, I did not hear Penny Bark. All right, everybody, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
And camera back on. Oh, yeah, I should probably put this back on so I can actually hear. I was doing what? One more encounter? I think I was doing one more encounter. Okay, so not. So yeah, it really just seems like it's those 3. All right, let's see if we can't find ourselves another Scyther. Paris, Parasect, we know Execute. I think it's what, Doduo, probably a Dotrio in here. Nidoran male and Nidorino. Wouldn't be surprised if Nidoran female and Nidorina are also in here, which if I could get a Nidorina, that'd be pretty dope because that would save me time of having to train up the Nidoran female that we have. Execute. More Execute. Dun, dun, dun. Quite literally ran into the only Scyther ever. Okay, we're still like halfway. Once we get close, I might start to do wiggle strats. So it looks like Scyther is probably going to be like my white whale as of right now. Maybe Scyther doesn't like this patch of grass. I was gonna say, I think we ran into Scyther down here anyways. Okay, we still got 150 steps. We can do a couple encounters before we start shaking. Kangaskhan. Alright, fall. Rock. Fall. Rock. Fall. Rock, like... Okay, so we finally ran into our Kangaskhan. I honestly forgot that that was even like an option here. So that's at least pretty solid. Alright, with how much time we have left, we'll probably do another run in here. Ooh. Okay, so we do have second Nidoran female. Can we get a Nidorina? That'd be nice to also run into. 77. Again, anything we can do to make our lives easier down the road. But yeah, we'll do one more run. Originally, I thought I was gonna like do this, and I was like, okay, let's wrap up the on the way from Lavender to here. But honestly, screw it. What I'm probably gonna do is off stream. I'll clear that area out on my own, so that way, because it's not like it's gonna be for an achievement or anything. That's the whole reason why I'm even, you know, doing the video. Oh yeah, we're not doing encounters here. What am I doing? I'm stupid. So we'll do all that, and then pretty much we'll pick up next episode, well, next stream. Oh, oops. Didn't mean to do that. But we'll pick up essentially where we left off, and it'll be like Koga, Fighting Gym, Silphco, Sabrina, and then making our way to Blaine, going all the way through Seafoam. Honestly, probably should also stop off at oh, you know what, I just realized I never went to the power plant in Radical Red, which honestly at this exact point it doesn't matter. It's not like I'm gonna get anything for it, so we could probably just skip power plant in Radical Red. But we'll definitely we gotta do power plant here, because I'm pretty certain actually wait, is getting the legend, I don't think getting the legendary, well, I mean, we need the legendary birds anyways for the completing the Pokedex achievement, so we'll have to go do that anyways. But still, I don't think getting the legendary is technically a part of any achievements. It's getting Mew, which I think is a quest from what I remember somebody saying. Where I get that quest, I don't know. I might have to... God damn it. Just accidentally clicking A. And like, okay. Okay. Okay, good. I'm just sitting here like clicking A when I should be clicking B until I'm ready to click A. Give me a Scyther. Oh, cool. You can rapid press B and it'll shoot you down to run. Cool. That's actually a really nice feature. You'd be like, nope. Kangaskhan, no thank you. Though, again, solid Pokemon. I don't know how strong Dizzy Punch is, like, at its, like, base damage, but being able to hit something for stab damage and possibly confuse it, just really nice. How many more steps? I'll find out after this. 170 left, so yeah. It's probably going to just be really expensive to get Scyther, so I'm going to hope we're going to run into Scyther out in the wild somewhere. Actually, I could probably just check the Pokedex real quick. Search. S, color, green, type, bug, line. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Is it only going to show me who I've already caught? Okay, yeah, so it is in that area like I thought, along with everything, so I don't have to, like, okay, so I could probably just work on grinding out, finding it in the wild. Ooh, ball. Rock. Ball. Rock. Ball. Rock. Ball. Just bouncing back and forth between rock and ball, baby. Alright, cool. Alright, that's everything that... As far as I know, that's probably everything that I could ever want. I know Taurus was pretty exclusive into here, but we've already caught one of those out in the wild. We got Rhyhorn, which we haven't seen out in the wild yet. We got Kangaskhan, which we haven't seen in the wild yet, and I know that's pretty exclusive here. We already got Chansey, which was probably one of the bigger things. Cool, that actually worked out really well. And that actually works out really perfectly because we got about a minute to go. Let me heal up. Yeah, so I am going to clear the rest of the way from here to Lavender Town. And honestly, probably just stop there, to be honest. I don't care what the level cap is. I'm not worried about getting anybody up any higher. Actually, you know, before we go, let's just see how strong the first trainer in here is. Kind of get an idea of what we're looking at here. 41. That's actually pretty significant. Yeah, I was gonna say Psychic's gonna kill in one shot. But okay. So with that already being that high, okay. So all right. Okay, so I mean that's a single Pokemon, right? Okay, so no wonder the no wonder the level cap's so high. All right, let's go in and see what the first trainer in Sabrina is like. Because, yeah, that being that much of a level difference, there's no way we were going to one-shot it with Shadow Punch, realistically, right? But... Because I know Radical Red, it forced me to do Sabrina first. Oh, wait, no, we can't, because Silpho. Alright, so... I think we'll still do here first. I think that just makes the most sense. And then we'll move on to Sabrina, but yeah. Double checking real quick. Yeah, so it really doesn't tell us one way or another. Okay. Alright, but either way, I will obviously work on this off stream. We'll get everything kind of to the point where we can essentially rush into Koga, Sabrina,
Fighting Gym, Silphco, not in that order. So next episode, which should be Monday, again, unless something comes up. But that should be fairly solid for us, right? Alright, who are we gonna raid? Because I think Crafty and Jam are both live. So I guess the real question is, like, what they doing? Where we want to go? Let's see. Jam playing Elden Ring, which would fit into what we were playing last night. Oh, no Crafty live? Oh, Crafty must not have been able to go live yet. So in that case, Jambone it is. This is probably like Jambone's, what, 3rd playthrough of Elden Ring? Himbo storms the castle. Okay, interesting for... So not doing Granny this time around. Jambone 214. Okay, cool. I'm going to save one more time because, you know, if you know, you know. Alright. It looks like he's got a big stick. Maybe that's supposed to be like a long sword or something. I don't know what weapons Jam's using, but either way. Oh, I spelled the name wrong. All right. Jan. There we go, finally. All right. All right, everybody. Let's go show Jambone some love. That's it for me this week. I appreciate you all joining me. Again, as long as nothing comes up, next week's schedule should be pretty straightforward. Morning streams are going to be more of this. Evening streams are going to be more of the same. So, Radical Red, Pokemon Stadium, Seamless Co-op with Adam, which I think we maybe have like one more session, 2 at most, to get through everything, if I had to guess. And then finally, more Shadow of the Erdtree. Obviously, just keep an eye out, pay attention for my go lives and whatnot, so you can have an idea. But I have no idea when things may or may not change job wise. So, you know, there's that. But either way, let's go show Jam some love. They just got raided, so let's hit them with that double raid goodness. And I will catch y'all later. And if I don't get a chance to talk to any of you this weekend, I hope you have a great weekend. All right, everybody. Have a good one, and I will see y'all later. Ba, ba, da, ba, 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 da, ba, da, ba, ba, da, ba.